So in Revelation, the Lion of Judah is the only person able to open the scrolls. And Trump's logo is a lion. And Trump has the power to do the EBS, emergency broadcast message, and to make the rapture and revelation and apocalypse, bring about all of that. Biblical events are always began by the angels blasting trumpets, often translated as a loud trump. Interesting, a loud trump. This is not his real name. He changed his name to Trump. For biblical purposes, possibly. This is all very strange, isn't it? I'm a millennial. When Christ returns, him and his system rules over the world for 1,000 years. This is known as in the Bible as the millennial reign. Now, this is also a coincidence because that's the definition of a millennium, a millennial. But it's still very funny, isn't it? My Facebook username is, I censored it. I played a wizard and a warlock in World of Warcraft for 5 years. I was an addict. And Q always says wizards and warlocks. These are like meme magicians, right? This is the main... people have discussed the fact that meme magic will determine who wins this battle. Who creates the future is the best meme magician. And so this is what this means. And what's the ultimate meme? The Bible is the stories in the Bible are the ultimate meme. Jesus is the ultimate meme. And the best meme magician, the one that wields meme magic the best, gets to determine the course of human history. Really a profound idea, even though it uses the word meme over and over. Yo, God, here. I just said this. It is said that he who creates the Age of Aquarius is the one who can properly wield chaos magic or meme magic to manifest a whole new reality. So this is like creativity, is often called chaos magic in the occult circles online. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about creativity. And I beheld when he had opened a sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. So this was the blood moon we had not too long ago, May 15th. And the height of the blood moon was 11:11. And now we're at 60. And in the later time of their rule, when transgressors have filled up their measure, a sovereign, a king, a monarch, fierce of face and skilled at intrigues, shall stand up. Daniel 8:23. The source of my power is I have fully assumed political sovereignty when writing my contracts. And I dare say I am skilled at intrigues as well. Not quite fierce of face. Maybe in the future, but not yet. And this one, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Revelation 2:26. So this is anyone can fulfill these prophecies, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I give power over the nations. So this is like a call to arms, essentially. This is what this is. And it's up to you. It's up to you to give me power over the nations through the July 4th apocalypse. He's the last one. I haven't even included that Q came back during the Grand Celestial Alignment on 666 day. And I called for I showed my face on the previous 666 day, the actual 666 day. So I showed my face on 666, which is the number of the Antichrist, the before Christ, the person who comes, who appears as Christ and has all of the answers to all of the world's problems. So who would be the Antichrist? Maybe Christ's brother. God's favorite angel, right? This time I'm not going to have any pride, though. I learned my lesson. Yeah, I learned my lesson right here. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. Cast down to the ground for the height of his throne. Yeah, I got rid of the Tower of Babel. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I stopped at 60 because it's divine number, but I have like probably 3 or 4 more to add, especially with Q coming back. 1,700 days after his first post on 6/24/2022, which is 666 if you add up the numerology. And it was during a grand celestial alignment that happens once every 20 years. The day of the grand celestial alignment. So, yeah, July 4th, Q, make it happen, my main playlist. And there you have it, 60 prophecies fulfilled. I will admit that probably 20 of them were my own doing. I was aware of what I was doing. So some of these, I would say 20 out of 60, were self-fulfilling prophecies. But you have to admit that this whole list is very, very suspicious. Even just number 1. And the fact that Jesus Christ destroyed the Roman Empire and created, and the Holy Roman Empire was a network of philosopher king city-states. So now I am destroying the Roman Empire of the United States and bringing about a philosopher king city-state system, federalism. So I am bringing about the Holy Roman Empire too, after the fall of the fascist Roman Empire. And Jesus Christ brought about the Holy Roman Empire 1 after destroying the Roman Empire, the first Roman Empire. So it is a mirror, they're a mirror image of each other, just 2,000 years apart, almost exactly 2,000 years apart. The second coming, which is going to be a 1,000-year reign. So the first Holy Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years. The second Holy Roman Empire will last 1,000 years. If you look up the Holy Roman Empire, it was almost exactly 1,000 years. So this is the second time the Bible, all of the biblical prophecies are being fulfilled, really. And everything about the bright morning star, that is like the main theme of the Bible, is the leader who brings about the new age, who brings about a revolution. The Bible is extremely political. It is more religious than political, but it is very political as well. Because it's about how to live properly. And the state oppression is nothing new. It's state oppression is older than the Bible. So obviously the Bible is going to discuss state oppression in a very biblical way that can sometimes be coded. Because if it was very overt, then states would crush Christianity even harder than they already did, right? You have to speak of these things in a somewhat coded manner. Otherwise, you're going to get fed to the lions for thousands of years, for all of history, right? This is one of the reasons Jesus didn't speak out against taxation, the render unto Caesar, that one. He would have been crucified much earlier than he was if he publicly encouraged tax evasion. So anyway, very, very interesting. You might want to watch this video twice because it's a lot of words, a lot of reading, and a lot of ideas. And is it all true? There are a lot of strange coincidences. Like, where is it? This one right here. where people were singing and dancing, eating and marrying until the day I distributed Ancapistan QR codes. Until the day Noah entered the ark is the end of this, if you actually look this up. So Noah entered the ark the day I distributed Ancapistan or Arcology QR codes. And you would have to assume, or it's no surprise that academics have a heart attack and shut down the entire society when someone shows them to the solution to poverty. Some random person with a piece of paper shows them the solution to poverty. Someone who doesn't even go to college. And do they talk to that person? Do they celebrate that person? No, of course not. They hate that person. This is they want that person dead. This is exactly what academia would do. If you think about what academia is, this is the exact behavior of academia. So there you have it. I don't know if you're sold on all of this. On some days, I don't know if I'm sold. It all seems a bit strange, doesn't it? But it's right here. I just spelled it out for you. I cast a hex on you. And you'll probably try and fight it off. It seems like the natural thing to do, right? There's no way this is true. It's impossible. This is very clear. This is quite clear. Right here. And this is quite clear. And this is kind of interesting. Why the white rabbit on Easter? So now there's a connection to Jesus' return on Easter, connected to the white rabbit, and then the white rabbit is connected to doing psychedelics and Q and my YouTube channel. My playlist, my main playlist, opens up with the song White Rabbit, which talks about using psychedelics, which is how and why I kind of went down this path in a strange way. And why there are insects on the flag. And Arcology itself is like one giant anthill for human beings. It really is just an anthill, isn't it? Made out of steel. That's all it really is. And we serve the queen. Q could be... people have suggested that Q is Melania Trump or Ivanka Trump, which is totally possible. So you might not be a believer yet, but after the apocalypse, and after I have 144... Oh, that's not even one of them. 144,000. My city ended up being that large randomly when I calculated it. It was pretty close to 144,000. Version 7 and version 6. So if you look at version 4, it was like 125,000. But yeah, once I have my ark being built by 144,000 believers after the global apocalypse, then you might change your mind about whether or not this is all true. Right now, I'm sure you think I'm some crazy lunatic. But how do you deny number one? Number one is already, legally, I'm already the King of Kings. So, do you know anyone else who's the King of Kings? I don't. I only know one. Anyway, I guess that's it. And remember, a single dream is more powerful than 1,000 realities.